Hello everyone, I'm excited today to demonstrate how you can use the Renesas R-Car and the AWS Cloud to build your next generation automotive gateway solution. We're going to start with some simple steps here where I'll show the hardware we're using for a very basic prototype, then move on to the software integration side, and then finally to how the R-Car delivers data to the AWS Cloud. First, I'm using the Renesas R-Car H3 starter kit with a USB Wi-Fi dongle and an MTK3339 GPS module. The USB Wi-Fi dongle simplifies the network setup where I don't need to pull Ethernet. The GPS module demonstrates the basic capability of having a GPS sensor for the gateway. To get this all running, we need to perform three basic steps. First, we will need to integrate the software stack to the R-Car image. The R-Car naturally runs automotive-grade Linux, so what we will want to do is produce the usual AGL demo along with AWS IoT Greengrass. To do that, we'll build our image by using Meta AWS, which is a bit-baked metadata layer for AWS off-cloud software. We will include that into the AGL build, so you'll have very little to do to include IoT Greengrass out of the box. Once the build completes and is flashed to the device or running from microSD, we need to provision the device. When we do this in production, we'll probably want to use an automotive-grade TPM to store the device private key and certificate that we use to connect to the cloud. But right now we will just provision manually. I can create the credentials on the command line and also create and deploy the AWS IoT Greengrass group on the command line. Now what we can do is reboot the device and the device connects automatically to the AWS Cloud. But we want to actually send some data. We have our GPS connected, but right now nothing is reading the data. So what we can do now is write the code for the GPS using AWS Lambda. We can then deploy the code from the cloud to the device so you can start reading the data. Once the Lambda function has been deployed, IoT Greengrass can start reading the GPS data and relaying that to the cloud. Of course, you might not want to send the GPS raw data to the cloud because the Lambda function could massage the data first and send only the most essential data to the cloud to reduce costs. Now looking at the cloud side, you can see the data coming in. From there, you can do a lot of different processing depending on your use case. So now what we can do is view the telematic data in the Fleet Manager user interface. After logging in, you can drill down to specific vehicles. In this case, it's the R-Car that has the GPS sitting on my desk. So all I'm really doing right now to demo this is change the heading of the GPS device. The data is going through the pipeline we talked about, so you have the GPS data for later analysis. For more information about integrating the R-Car, you can browse to the Meta AWS project and the Meta AWS demos walkthrough for the Renesas R-Car. See the links below for more information. Thank you for taking the time to learn about how you can use the Renesas R-Car and the AWS Cloud to build your next generation automotive gateway solution.